Alright, been a while since I've done one of these, but I just haven't really had anything to report out on. But I got a good update today. I think for the longest time I've had these things on my door panel here. But those were one of the first blue things I had, and if you look at it, the color was never quite right. Like, it was always too shiny. I never really liked it. I like this kind of blue way better. I think it looks way nicer and it matches everything else that I got going on in here. Whereas this was always just shiny and it just felt off. And when I put these together, I realized that I never even had one to cover over here because of some strange... The one I didn't put on was like this, and it just covers up the lock. So I'm like, I never put that side on because it was super weird and I was never able to cover it. But what I did was I bought some other silver ones, and then I ended up painting them in the same paint that I used for everything else going on here. So these look pretty good. There's some flaws in a couple of these that I'm not too happy with. You can see something big right there. But no matter, this I figured out can go in the back. You know, back here or something. Technically it might cover up that speaker, but it's better than covering up your lock. So nobody sits in the back much anyway, so I'm not concerned about that. But this is what we're putting on today, and I think it will make the car complete even more, and finally fix this weirdness where I don't have anything over there and have some blue over here, and the blue itself will be fixed to a better blue. So I'm going to start with this one, see how it looks, and go from there. Alright, these things are pretty easy to, put on. It comes with this tape on the back. I already peeled all the red stuff off, so it's ready to go, and then it's just a matter of aligning it right and popping it on there. Alright, first one on, looks pretty good. A lot better than the nothing that it was there before. It doesn't fully cover the black. You can see a line at the top where it just sits on top kinda on the back, but the back side kinda loops around it, right? And then it covers it up pretty good, so it looks nice from afar for sure. I like the look. You won't really notice that black at all unless you point it out and look really close, so yeah, not too bad. Alright, now these other ones obviously have been on my car for a while. I'm gonna try to take them off. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I should just be able to like rip it off, more or less, but that tape is usually pretty strong, so I don't know. Well, it'll probably ruin this thing, which is no big deal, because, what are you gonna do with it anyway? But, oh, that actually comes off. Not too bad. There we go. Demolition. So that did kind of warp it a little bit, but like I said, what are you gonna do with this? It's not right anyway. So yeah, clean and ready for the new one. So this is the weird one that doesn't have a hole on this side. I don't know why, because obviously there's a speaker here, and then that has the front, lock. The other two have holes that go on the other sides there, so I don't know why this one's weirdly designed. I ran into the same problem when I put the first ones on, but I did that door first, and then this one, and then this one, and then I saved that one to last, and I realized, hey wait, this is going to cover up my lock. So that was kind of weird, but I realized that you should be able to just cover up the speaker and it will work pretty good like that, because barring anything else, I'd rather cover up the speaker than the lock up front, which may not even fit with those buttons. So this should work, I think. But I'd rather do this than nothing, so we can always apply it and take it off later if it doesn't work, I guess. Alright, this one's now on. It is what it is. I'd rather have this one be a little weird than the other one up front. I noticed like this bottom part doesn't stick right. I can stick my hand up under here. It doesn't want to go because that speaker's pushing it away. No big deal, the top still holds out fine. You won't even know that's like that unless I point it out probably. So I'll just kind of keep messing with it here to try to jam it on. I noticed my last one on here cut into the aluminum a little bit, but you won't even notice that little mark unless I point it out. So I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, looks all right, for what it is. Like I said, it's kind of weird that I can't find one with the hole cut out for this other one. And, now that I think about it, maybe I should have just bought two sets so I can use that same front one on the back. Maybe I'll do that in the future and fix this one that way. Just dawned on me that one could do that, because these aren't that cheap to begin with. I think I paid like, I don't know, maybe 15 bucks for the whole thing. And then obviously I painted them. So not too bad. I could do it that way if I really wanted to. Well, maybe I will be getting a second set anyway, because when I went to put this one on, I was about to peel these little sticker things off, and there was this giant bug that like scared me and landed right on my car right next to where I was standing, and I kind of dropped this thing, and it of course landed on the concrete and got all messed up. So I won't be able to repaint this because the coat just won't even out very well. So that's very unfortunate, but okay, well, maybe it's forcing me to get another set here, and with another set will come another front piece that I can put on the back speaker, so it won't be super weird anymore. So I'll have to redo this and go from there. I guess I can put on the front one and see what that's like, and at least get that one out of the way, but this back one will have to stay like this for a while. I guess I could put the old one back on, and it's not too warpy. But yeah, I'll have to fix that and then finish this up at a later time. Of course it happened. There's the culprit right there. He landed like right next to my face and caused me to drop the stupid thing. So he's still hanging around, still scouting me out. But yeah, look at that beast. What the heck? It's this guy's fault. Alright, welcome to your new door. At least I got these front ones on. They look nice now. Everything matches. It's the same color. You know, the paint scheme throughout is really coming together, and it looks way nicer than it did because everything now matches. It always kind of bugged me how those didn't really match, but like I said, that was like one of the first blue things I ever put on was these front pieces. So yeah, everything's really nice now. Everything matches perfectly, and I'm really, really happy how these turned out. And by dropping that other one inadvertently, it's gonna force me to buy another set and redo the back correctly, since it just dawned on me right before that, you know, I should buy another set and fix that mess. So yeah, everything looks really good now. Everything matches. I'm really, really happy with how these are turning out and how the whole car is turning out. It's looking really nice. I really, really, you know, I've said it many times, I really like how this came together and how I'm able to customize this in this like blue-black scheme. I think it looks great and unique for sure, but I don't really care about the uniqueness. I just care if it looks awesome, and I think it looks awesome. Some of you might not. Some of you might think this is like too much, but I love it, and that's really what matters and what counts. So this is really nice now. Everything perfectly matches and aligns color-wise, and it's not bugging me that this is like a shiny shade of blue that's just off and doesn't match anything else. So like I said, these things came off pretty well. I was impressed. I thought it might like ruin the car somehow or leave some residue behind, but no, they came off pretty darn clean. Obviously they're going to get bent a little bit when you do take them off, but I'm not going to reuse them. You know, they're just going to get thrown away anyway. So it all worked out for the most part, I think. Like I said, I'll be able to redo the two back ones and get those all cleaned up too. So yeah, for what it is and for what I did here, I think this is a good update, and I'm really happy with how these finally now match. The one things that I don't necessarily like about the car scheme are these front vent things. They might be too much. I've always kind of been going back and forth. Do I just take them off? Because you obviously can. It's just a plate that goes over what's black underneath. But for now, I'm going to keep it. You know, it's okay for me. Like I said, I can always take it off if I want. Everything's reversible. Everything's just a plate on top of the original. So, you know, it works for me for now, I think. So I'll just keep it as is, but it looks pretty darn good the way it is. So, yeah, we'll stick with this and see where we go from here.